enough.
Yeah.
Just enough. Make a change there. Okay, into the laning phase we go, though.
I love this meme.
First time like.
All the time, whenever I'm watching a pro player stream and they like flaming the Lycan picker, just like first time Lycan. Promise, I'm not spamming. I'm not spamming Lycan. Definitely not spamming Lycan. So many people just shoving that hero anywhere they can. So
Good
what
reason, man.
are they trying to set up for here? Lycan's standing around bottom lane. What's he got? Stout Shield, Tangos. Kotl setting up towards the mid as they're unsure. They're unsure what they want to be doing.
Yeah, there's some lane swapping going on here. Some, as you pointed out, really uncertainty is a good way to put it. And now MSS, he is heading all the way to the top lane. They wanted to wait and see what's actually going on. They do have a pretty deep ward down here on the dire side.
Cool.
Maybe got that information eventually. So they see Omni Knight down here, they're like, oh yeah, that's what we want to do.
So CKA mid, not seen this in quite some time. Pretty classic combo. You know, we used to see the AA Sven, AA CK, Crystal Maiden, IO with a CK as well. Just lots of early aggression.
Yeah. Okay, so Razor actually ends up TPing to the top lane in the end.
Oh, Brink's dying mid. One more hit. One touch.
Oh my god, he is dead. Yeah, Tusk running him down, the Orb of Venom. That with the sticky napalm, of course. It's easy kill, it looked like in the end. On the Ancient Apparition. Batrider, not a hero we see mid too often, but that sticky napalm, you know, maybe can catch you off guard. Don't expect to see him in the middle lane, after all, so. Now with the Orb of Venom slow, Brink just could not get away. They're going to try to turn kill on the Tusk now, as the Chaos Bolt already connecting, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do enough damage to take out Boba. It doesn't look like it. Ancient Apparition did not have his chilling touch there either.
Yeah, that turn rate slow against this CKA is super nice, especially in the mid lane where you want to be repositioning as much as possible, and you have shards like this.
Oh man, if he gets that Firefly on him there, the Snowball in, the Illuminate comes through as well, and that's going to be a kill on RTZ. This mid Batrider doing so much work, MSS with a double kill. What on earth is going on right now?
We had a game earlier today, I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but we were talking about this kind of deal, right? It was Tusk, Batrider, and another hero that just, you know, slows you down, make sure you don't have maneuverability anymore.
That's right.
Having shards with Firefly and Sticky Napalm, there's just no way you're escaping here as the Chaos Knight. One misstep and you're down. And already, oh damn, bottom Lycan is in a bit of trouble here. Moon Meander slamming him around.
Speaking of slowing him down, DeGenero's doing just that, but not going to get that final auto attack off. And now the Illuminate going through. Moon Meander's the one in trouble now. Another great Ice Shard block. The Snowball in the face. There is a creep wave here dealing plenty of damage. So Ryoyo wanted to be very careful about that, and that will be the saving grace for Omni Knight. Yeah, Stout Shield definitely helping to keep alive. Over here, Ritsu, he gets run down. That was quite the run, it looks like itself. All the way near Roshan pit.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to contest some kind of creep pulling and dragging across. Double range creeps coming his way, so they should just try and put Razor against the Omni Knight, I feel. Oh, Lycan, are you dead? Deary me.
Oh, the wand use into the purification. Well played by Moon Meander there. Ryoya, he clearly got caught off guard by that combo of Omni Knight, so
they're finally going to reset and put the lane matchups they want, but now this is a chance for Team Canada to switch things up. If Moon Meander had mana for a TP, he would very likely just be switching straight up the top. But when you do these TP switches on the lanes, you kind of want to make action happen before you use it, right? Get the most out of having the numbers advantage in lane and then have the TP around.
MSS got the cold feet on him. He's Fireflying over to RTZ though. Going to take that cold feet off. Sticking napalm up to 4 charges. Going to add another one right here. No Snowballs in actually. That Firefly burning him some more. RTZ goes down, but at what cost? They will get the turn kill on a Batrider. However, now Febi's also going to fall, and so is Brink.
Go on, Bulba.
Bulba just whacking people down with the Orb of Venom and the auto attacks. He gets a double kill out of it. We have chaos here in the middle lane, and it's favoring Team USA right now.
The classic 3v3 mid.
Yeah.
Just everyone running at each other. So Moon now in the disadvantageous matchup against the Razor.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He's got a fair few levels, 4.5 already, and with the help of Earth Spirit, they could play aggressively here into Ritsu.
Yeah, had to hit that though for any chance. There's the link, and now Moon Meander just simply having to run. The Boulder Smash doing the stun does not stop the link though, and allows Razor to drain even a little bit more damage, up to 80. So yeah, Moon Meander having to be careful, keeping his distance. As you mentioned, that's a matchup he does not like. So yeah, Ryoyo makes its way back to the top lane. Aoi 2000, he's going to be caught in the Ice Shards again. Bulba, fantastic Ice Shards block, and Aoi, a couple more auto attacks, he'll survive.
Had 4 stick charges as well to go. Not quite enough. Maybe if they've been able to channel the Illuminate for a little while as the Shards and Snowball came in, they could have maybe gone for a kill, but not quite timing it. As bottom lane, the roll into Razor.
Is this going to be enough damage for the kill? Sure is. Purification heal. On top of that, secures the kill on Ritsu, and now he's down here. So I wonder where Ritsu's going to go after this resurrection. Does he maybe go back to the top lane, seeing what this changed, or does he come back bottom? Because you figure that they're going to keep the gyrocopter down here now.
Just keep switching it around.
Yeah, he goes top.
There we go.
Makes sense.
And this is the musical lanes we were kind of expecting. You know,
Yep.
Team Canada really do have the matchups that great advantage for them. Just got to try and keep it that way. This mid lane though, how's Arteezy actually doing? What's he? 16 and 8. Batrider 15-7. So trading farm pretty evenly with MSS, but there is kill power from Dire Team over him, which is why they're bringing so many in.
Oh, Moonmeander's here, though, on that purification heal already coming out. Snowball in the face, just simply trying to live at this point. Coldfield goes off. Batrider will fall as a result. Now Bulba, I don't think he's getting away. Another Reality Rift. Chaos Bolt will do the work. 3 seconds on the Reality Rift. Doesn't even need it. Moonmeander's on a killing spree now, apparently, as he stops the killing spree of Bulba there for a bounty gold of 212, to be exact. And just like that, we're tied at 6 hero kills apiece. That's fantastic support in the middle lane, just as you got finished. Even though he has 2 deaths, he still actually, CS-wise, was doing all right. And now he has a couple more kills to work off of, that being Arteezy.
Get himself some more now. Free lane for a little while. Get some calm alone time for once. It really is just a game of inches, though. Finding any little opening you can. Try and find some pick-offs. So there's Lycan, again, like you said, shifting down towards bottom lane. But now against Gyro, plus potentially a number of others lurking in the shadows. Bulba scouting them out, moving forward. But is it too late?
They're going in. They're diving that tower. They don't really care. Illuminate from Kitrek nearby. It's not going to be nearly in time. It will do plenty of damage, however. And actually, the port in from MSS. He's not level 6. No lasso. The Firefly could be enough. The Earth Spirit, he's sticking down. The final auto check from Kotl will finish him off at 2000. Running the other direction. Orb of Venom slow. The Firefly on top again. And he, too, will go down as well. We have 16 hero kills. That's 6.5 minutes. I knew this would be a great game, but wow, we got action.
Ritsu died up at top as well. Falling there to Arteezy. Nice little CK combo with Brink.
Just roaming in casually from the mid lane. What is happening in this game, man? I mean, who's this favoring right now? Because obviously kill-wise, it's 8-8, very, very even. I guess CS-wise, it's a slight advantage for the Dire team.
If the Radiant can keep their supports getting levels and experience and gold flowing into them, this level 6 on AA is super important. I do worry a little bit about Moonmeander, though. Not level 6 yet. 7 minutes in. He's been playing this kind of active ganking Omni Knight almost, roaming around looking for kills. He hasn't had really too much time to kind of sit and farm outside of the first 3 or 4 minutes. I'll try and pick up his phase boots in a little while, but he needs to find a nice little bunker to hide away in, get some farm, get some experience. But it looks like that's Febby's job for now, down bottom defending that tier 1. Trouble is, Bulba, he wants in.
The hunt is on, Febby. Illuminate going through it. It'll miss right there, and Febby realizing he might be in trouble. Rolls out, rolls right into Tusk, though. Ice Shard's blocked, but I don't think... they're kind of coming. He's going to hero block a little bit. MSS is here now as well. Sticky Napalm's going out. That should be enough damage, as there's the link. And a couple of auto attacks later, Febby is going to fall. Boba, in fact, getting credit for the kill there. You even saw, look at Lycan running over.
5
just in
heroes
case.
bottom.
5 heroes hard bottom. Helm of the Dominator's almost finished on Lycan, actually. Doesn't have the boots by any means. It doesn't have ground boots at all, but it's just going straight Helm of the Dominator.
8 minutes in, highest CS is 39.
Yeah.
No one's farming particularly well this game.
Well, hero kill-wise, some are. I mean, net worth-wise, it's actually all right, really, but yeah, CS-wise, not nearly as much.
No one's getting to hit the little creeps.
Yeah, I want to mention Lycan, going back to him real quickly. Not that this is crazy by any means. This is the standard build, I think it's safe to say, with the skill build, but he doesn't have any points in Hal just yet. So you got to wonder how much impact that would be having with the way this game's going on if he put a level or 2 in that early on. But understandable, you know, Maxi got the Wolf so far. As MSS, you know, I really got to focus this game, man.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it really is.
Who expects the roaming, ganking Moonmeander Omni Knight, honestly? He's been everywhere. What's it, 3-0-3 now? So 6 out of the 9 kills he's been a part of as an Omni Knight. Just totally unexpected. He comes in with this big old bomb of purification, blasts people down. Really, really nice combo with Arteezy as well. That Reality Rift dragging them back in.
Speaking of the way he's playing, I'm kind of wondering, is this It's been a while since we've seen a Radiant-style Omni Knight, but is there potential this game, you think? Like, is he going to be a hard-hitting core, or are we going to see maybe more utility instead?
Honestly, I'm not sure. He's not been given any farm. I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon. He's playing like a 3.5 role Omni Knight, right? He's closer to the 4 role roaming ganking, sitting behind people now, defending Arteezy, as the rest of them try and get a little bit more open space on the map.
But I think at least drums.
Yeah,
I drums
I
this
think
game feels so good, especially with the way it's looking. It's right. That's not an easy target, though. He does not have GA, to be fair. He will pop Repel, which obviously against the physical damage, not going to do too much. It will stop the Centaur Stomp, though.
Moon's pinging himself like, why is he chasing me? why is this liking going on?
2-3. Well, what's going on? He's going to change his mind, go for Chaos Knight, but even CK, I don't think he's killing him here.
Shapeshift ends here. This is super dangerous.
Lycan, the dive is real. He does have plenty of backup, though.
Okay, Aoi doesn't want to get involved. Even with cooldown and a TP, he's like, yeah, whatever. You can chip away at my tier 1 mid. I'm going to chip away at your tier 2. Force TPs. Trouble is he may have waited a little too long.
Well, they're going to find Razor at least. Ritsu, here comes a roll. Nice blinding light push away. Febby, he missed the boulder smash because of that.
Aoi top. He's about to die.
Well, I'm watching Ritsu this meantime. Aoi does indeed go down, but now Razor eventually going to be caught back up again. And the killing spree is had by Arteezy. But as you were talking about that top lane that was going on, yeah, that was impossible for me. Literally 2 different fights going on the screen.
Every kill has an answer. Every single time someone falls, there's a response from the opponents. And it's always like equal for equal, right? It's not like a support for a core or off laner for a carry. It's always like carry for carry, mid for mid.
Yeah.
Everyone's trading off very evenly. So where are we now for the AA? We need that tome. Not sure if it's been purchased already, but at level 6 on Brink, super important here. That Ice Blast, incredibly good up against the Lycan.
Yeah, the most important definitely are the ones that aren't level 6. Yeah, it's him, Earth Spirit, and Tusk. Yeah, Ice Blast going to be pretty critical to have, especially with all the action where we're going. Speaking of drums, Razor, pretty natural build on him. He is going to be going the drums after the Ring of Aquila as well as the Power Treads.
You look at the dire supports though, they're comparatively very farmed. 2,900 Kotl, 2,600 on Bulba. He's already got himself an urn on top of the Tranquil Boots, and Kotl Force Staff is not too far away, honestly. So these two supports going to bring some excellent utility to the upcoming team fights, which the Radiant just don't have. They're heavily reliant on, honestly, Moon Meander. This Omni has to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, Kotl has more farm than the supports on the other side combined, actually. And the Earth Spirit Engineer operation basically just about even, if anything. So kind of tells you how good it is, and indeed for the dire side, especially them. MSS, can't forget about him too. He actually went the drums as well. So they're going to have a couple of those earlier on in this game and ready to continue on fighting. And speaking of that, Chaos Knight, he's ready to fight once again. Arteezy finds his target, MSS. Auto Limit going through. He actually gets lassoed first, pulling him up on the ledge. And in comes the snowball now from Tusk as well. It's just these two heroes. He's going to pop the Phantasm for this. Really wants to go. Blinding Light pushback. MSS the Chaos Bolt will go down when it's all said and done. And at what cost for the Radiant side? They lose their Spirit. Arteezy, I don't think he's going to survive through this one as Razor comes in. Nice armlet toggle, keeping him alive a little bit longer. But the 3-kill streak stopper is had, and Ryoya gets credit for that one. So a 2-for-1, definitely favoring Team USA there.
That nighttime howl very, very nearly saved the Batrider.
True.
That final hit comes in, and he does fall, but super close there for the Dire
Wait, he
team.
doesn't actually have howl, so that was something else then.
Oh, does he not?
No, it's totally
sorry, it was just nighttime then.
Okay.
It shifted from day to night, and I thought it was a howl.
Well, he's going to be having it soon, which kind of going back to that is with the way this game's going on, I mean, that's going to be actually an impactful ability. No
Must have
doubt.
just been a wand charge then.
Yeah, with the wand. But either way, it wasn't enough to save him. But they do have those 2 drums now. As I mentioned on Batrider and Razor just picking up his own. 6 charges ready to go. Radiant side has Moon Meander looking. He's actually going Force Staff, so he's not going the drums route. They do have one on Gyrocopter, though, who built his early on in this game. So action bound to continue with the way we're building items here.
Yeah, we're looking really good. Phase drums, Aquila. Closing in on 1,000 gold saved up, and he's had this top lane completely free farm.
Jeez.
Goodbye, Bulba.
Yeah, that crit came out with a Chaos Strike from Chaos Knight, and 373 I think I saw this early on in the game. Not too shabby. Tusk, no chance to live through that one.
Nice little refresh of the ward up top as well. Keeps this entire zone. Like it's been signaled out there by the Dire team. They know what's happening as well. This entire sort of top third of the map, because of the way it's warded and obviously where the towers are standing, Gyro basically has 6 camps, including the Ancients, plus the wave all the way to the tier 2, free to farm. And Ritsu's overstepped.
Oh, yeah, hear the call down coming down, and sure enough, Ritsu will be finished off. Febby there to do the job. Comes in with the geomatic grip, so well played. He's dead for 30 seconds. Speaking of Febby, or not Febby, but Razor as well. He's in the middle of the net worth chart, but honestly, this is, again, very even across the board. Between first and really 7th place, it's just over 1,000 net worth. Like, there's a lot of farm going around.
Everyone's sitting at like 5K, right?
Yeah, with all the hero kills and everything, so.
But the Radiant are in the lead now, 13 to 12.
Yeah.
It's not even anymore. Yeah.
Hero kill-wise, they are. 4 staff being delivered to Omni Knight here, or at least he's just about has it. I think it's on the courier, actually. Yeah, there we go.
Right, 5v5 mid, let's go.
They're basically bound to happen. In fact, the Illuminate's popped. He pulls on in Tusk. Pops the snowball in return, going in on Earth Spirit. Lassos up somebody in the midst of the fight. Looks like that is the Chaos Knight, the Firefly. On top, Illuminate coming through. Guardian Angel in the backlines. It only hit a couple of heroes, though. Not the Earth Spirit or the Chaos Knight. They both end up falling. Double kill for MSS, and now Gyrocopter. Lycan is on the hunt. Necronomicon level 1, going to be popped as well. Remember, no GA now. He does have Purification. 4 staff coming up in about 6 seconds. Plasma Field. He was on top of this. They'll at least get Ancient Apparition, but that should be the end of the pursuit.
I don't know, you say that.
For now.
In comes Team
For
USA.
a couple of seconds. What? Oh my god, he popped the shrine, he gets pushed back with the blinding light. He puts on the repel, says, help me God. And it's going to be enough. The auto attack damage. Felt like it was going to be enough damage, but not enough. When it's all said and done, I love this game, man.
Moon Meander with a big balls baits. I don't know if you expected them to stick around there, but
yeah.
They do force out the shrine at the very least.
You know, that last fight, though, that blinding light again from Kira, he's had some huge blinding lights this game, but that one pushed the Omni Knight over the edge, I think, or got him way out of position and messed up the GA.
So he couldn't GA Arteezy anymore, but also the fact Arteezy walks up to this high ground, stuns the Ancient, the Prowler, threw a stun in. He was thinking he was going to farm the Ancients.
Oh.
So then he had to kind of walk away and reset as...
What?
How does... Test? Oh, okay. He thought he was safe. He's got an Observer Ward. He thought he sees everything.
Yeah, he's got 2 Observer Wards, and that must have been a smoke, honestly, because, yeah, there's no way they should have snuck up on him that efficiently without a smoke, so. But, yeah, I was looking at the point you were making at the Ancient, and sure enough, another kill is missed there, so. Apologies, guys, apologies. But Gyrocopter, that'll slow down his continued farm of trying to build a Yasha into the Sage and Yasha in full. Speaking of Yasha, Razor looking to almost finish his own, so keeping an eye on item progression. We mentioned the Necronomicon. Level 1 already purchased by Lycan, level 2 well on its way, and soon to be level 3 after. Bottom lane, he's going to assist with the kill on the Chaos Knight, at least that's the ideal. Illuminate pop for this, Arteezy go over the turn, coming again, the Blinding Light. It's going to be a great Blinding Light from Kit Rack. The Ice Shard's also blocking, and Earth Spirit trying to help to save the day. Puts up his ultimate, but it's not going to be enough to save Chaos Knight at least. Go for a turn kill now. Febby, he's also in a bad spot, going to be run down. The Ice Shards do not catch AA, but it is enough to help run down the Earth Spirit.
That's so nice. MSS with a blink shows on lane. He's like, hey, I've got blink, guys, look at me. Then the recall comes in. Kotal brings MSS into battle and allows that blink lasso where Arteezy feels super safe. Because he knows he's not going to get jumped on, but a recall is there.
That's how all 5 heroes are all of a sudden there. Good old recall. Shapeshift from Lycan, he joins the party. And speaking of Kotal, man, I mean, Kit Rack not only he has some huge blinding lights, great recall.
Farm.
His Axe is very close at this point. He needs just 2,000 more gold, and with the way he's farming, that's going to be a couple of minutes, it feels like. I mean, he's going to have about a 20-minute Axe at this rate with the 4 staff.
It is looking pretty scary, but you do have to worry as a Dire team how Arteezy will come back into this, because Chaos Knight is one of those super hardcore, peak and trough heroes. He hits the peak super hard if he's able to get into fights and stick on a target. If he's able to get this Echo Saber and, BKB, things will start picking up for the Radiant team, but it's getting to that point. That's the difficulty. So AUI needs to kind of slot into that gap and make sure that he can win a couple of team fights, potentially without the Chaos Knight Phantasm. Now it's down for a good minute or so. Arteezy will likely just sit back and farm for a while.
Yeah, and he does have that Omni Knight support, of course, with his abilities, but I will say Repel this game isn't necessarily the strongest, especially against the cores of the other side. Razor and especially Lycan, obviously they don't really care too much when it comes to that ability. Now GA on the other hand is going to be good, but as we saw last fight, I mean, hell, these blinding lights, the way they're working, it's going to apparently be pretty tough for him to even get the GA off.
Yeah, so good against those CK illusions, and CK himself doesn't really want to be buying BKB until much later in the game. Love spying the nice little strength and stat items to build up.
Spirit Vessel's almost finished by Bobo as well. Speaking of Omni Knight counter,
Oh,
it's
wow.
great item to have against him. So both sides having that, really brought. Obviously, you got the Ice Blast from Ancient Apparition on the Radiant team, but Omni Knight going to be a little bit weaker once that Spirit Vessel comes online.
Lycan has Howl now, level 2. There we go. Already, nighttime's coming. Definitely look towards that Roshan in the next couple of minutes for the Dire team. Looks like Bulba wants to go and smoke up with MSS and Ryoyo there. Bat and Lycan both pairing up with him.
Necro level 3 just finished though. Eye of the Storm from Razor to take some of the Ancients over here on the Radiant side, and Razor has plenty of backup. Really trying to bait this out. You see the circles being drawn on the mini-map for the Radiant team. Looks like that was Moon Meander as well as Febby. They know something's up. I don't know if they were smoking over here or what, but you see vision-wise, they are going to see at least the Troll Summoner coming down here. It's like, I wonder what that's about. It's not just a lonely Troll Summoner. Owie! Oh, man, that was close. MSS. Fraction of a second from lassoing him there. Stop that TP. And they're going to smoke themselves right after this. This could be big.
Really great TP there. Not only getting away from that gank, but joining up with the team for the smoke. Should be relatively unexpected from the Dire team. The line is drawn saying, guys, get back to our tier 1. Get back to safety. But bot lane is being shoved, so this is pretty much signaled across to the Dire team that no one's defending here, no one's farming top or mid. And it's pretty much a smoke gank coming their way from west to east.
These players experience enough to understand this. Yeah, it's why are they not showing anywhere on the map, defending their bottom lane being pushed in? This is exactly why. So yeah, good reaction from the Dire team ultimately, and preventing the smoking from being effective. And they get pinked out right over here, actually. They don't actually have vision in the area, but Team USA, it seems like they know exactly where they're at. They're using the illusions of Coddle to scout other places. They're not doing Roshan, they see. They're going to spot them right here with this Coddle.
Hey!
Hey, what's up? Yeah, that was fake, guys.
And they see all four. Oh, now instant smoke from the Dire team.
But they got spotted by this ward. Yep, the pings came out immediately. And they're like, please run into us. They want to fight this. But they're not going to. So we continue to play the game of avoiding it. How is this happening in this game, man? With the pace of this game, you figure the fights would just continue, but we've had a good 2 minutes here.
They're just dodging each other.
Yeah.
Finding little places to hide. And Roshan's untouched in all of this. You know, this is like prime time for the Dire to be taking Roshan, but they're kind of being herded across the map. And now the Radiant show mid. It's battle time.
Shapeshift activated, the lasso attempt, no RTZ, he gets the Great Phantasm off. Also the Boulder Smash caused some issue with that lasso attempt in the backlands. Femi's running away, GA will save for the time being. Ryo realizes he has to back off for now, as Kidrak almost gets bursted out by RTZ, but the 4-step away, he'll survive. Finally, Kato does go down, the lasso hits onto the Chaos Knight, it looks like. Yep, they are going to be able to finish him off as well as the Omni Knight. And despite losing Kidrak, that's a 4-for-1 in favor of the Dire. You also look at the positioning of the fight around that tier 1 mid tower. No doubt using that to their advantage too.
No, Arteezy's trying to bait there. He knows he's got this Earth Spirit sat next to him and a great Boulder Smash sure to start things off, cancel out that initiation from the Dire team. And it looked good with the Ice Blast on top, but just able to withstand through all this damage. You know, Razor is tanky, gets away with what, 150 HP at the very end of that fight. Now back up to full thanks to Spirit Vessel, and straight into Roshan they go. Kidrak gives his life for the cause.
Yeah, and he'll gladly do that.
And what is he now? 500 away from Aghanim Scepter. Very close to completion on that Coddle.
First death of the game. 2-1-14 right now on this Coddle.
You've got to say, though, this farmed MSS Batrider really causing a lot of problems for the Radiant team.
That's a little too early. Febby, oh, he's still trying, man. Can he steal it? No, he cannot. Ryoyo picks it up. Hell of an effort, but...
Good try.
Yeah.
Round of applause there for Febby.
Can't blame him for the effort. He went just a little bit too early and gave them plenty of time to react to it. So he's dead for another 20 seconds, but that means it's an Aegis on. Who did they give it to? Was it Lycan that actually picked it up? Yeah. So not your usual carrier of the Aegis, but I think that also was a case of somebody needs to hit it.
But yeah, honestly, this mid MSS Batrider has been godlike this game. This pick is so good against this Radiant lineup because if you look at it, Razor wants to link someone, and you want to turn, run, and re-engage. You kind of want to play, guerrilla warfare against Razor, against the Lycan, against the Coddle. You want to, dip in, duck out, and try and dodge away from these annoying spells. But with Sticky Napalm, that plan just goes out the window. So you have to hard commit to going in or going out. And once you do one or the other, you have no way really here as a Radiant team to reset, because you don't have that ability just to stop the fight. You've got great damage output, you've got some good saves from Omni Knight, but nothing to stop the opponents from doing what they want to do. So it really does have to be the Radiant that set up a fight on their own terms at some point, which is what they're looking towards now. Group up as 5, push an objective, force their opponents to come to them for once.
Speaking of Omni Knight as well, we mentioned the troubles that he's had this game somewhat. Again, that blinding light pushback over the ledge that made the GA awkward in the previous fight. He is going to go the Ags, and it's not often you see an Omni Knight feel like he has to go an Ags, but this game it does make sense with what he's dealing with. But speaking of Omni Knight, Tusk is going to initiate on him in the backlines and catch RTZ out. Someone out of position. Ice Blast goes through. Ryoya gets about half life, but RTZ, he's in no man's land. The rest of his team fighting in the backlines. Omni Knight locked down by the lasso, and they take out RTZ before he can save him, maybe with the GA. They're turning on to the Bat Rider at least. Moonmander's getting low, and Moonmander will fall without popping the GA. They lose 4.
Snowball in.
Aoi 2000, the snowball is up. It's going to connect. No,
yes, shards.
just
Yes,
out of
shards.
range. The shards. Aoi's a little bit too quick, though.
Nice, Aoi.
And he'll actually survive once again, but they lose 4. All they get is the 1. Again, just kind of split fight. Omni Knight's getting locked down by MSS, while Arteezy's trying to fight in the front lines.
Again, that's the thing. Arteezy's there, and he knows he has the Phantasm. He has to commit to a fight. He goes in, the Ice Blast lands, but MSS is in the back lines. He's on top of the Omni, on top of the Earth Spirit and AA, forcing those spells in onto him rather than onto the Razor and the Lycan. Because Lycan got hit by Ice Blast and dropped to 40% HP, and it looked like he was in trouble. But there was just the lack of commitment and no chance for Gyro to really continue on. We had a bit of banter in the chat as well. Bulba and Arteezy, a little bit of flame between the two of them. Loving flame, of course.
Yeah, it's we all know that it's good-hearted in the end, but Ryoya, he's going to be fine. I thought that might have been an Aegis use at least, but no, even the Glimmer Cape coming out, which, by the way, Razor picked up. That's not an often item you see on a hero like a Razor, but Glimmer Cape potentially pretty strong this game, so why not pick it up on him? Help himself out.
Honestly, another one of those items that forces Team Canada to waste cooldowns, right?
Okay, yeah.
They jump in on a target, they Chaos Bolt, they throw an Ice Blast, all of a sudden they're glimmered, they can't focus that target down, and they need to get numbers advantage in these battles. Every single skirmish going the way of Team USA.
I'm looking at CK's net worth as well, all the way down there in 7th place, 8,100. Not the friendliest game for Arteezy, and actually Ancient Apparition going to be found out. There's another Blinding Light pushback, and eventually going to be a kill on Brink. As the support with Team Canada, they just fall all the way back to the tower. MSS wants more, though, damn it. He almost catches Arteezy right there, but just out of range for the lasso. To secure. Gyrocopter pushing out the top lane. Nope, he's going to TP back, though. Moonmander's still up here as well. He wants to farm a little bit more, so he is working on a Radiance. We talked about that potential earlier, but it's still a little that's far off right now, so he might want to get back. Because they have tier 3 to defend here.
Oh, they sure do. Trouble is, it's already fallen. Lycan takes that with ease.
Lycan, Aegis still on him. And there's the Melee Racks. So it just happened so quickly. I mean, by the time Omni Knight's back and ready to help defend, the tier 3 Melee Racks is gone, and now they're going for Shrine.
Yeah. Again, like we were talking during the draft, the swiftness at which the Dire can convert a fight into an objective is so ridiculously fast, and the ability for Batrider to just defend his Lycan, right? We often think about Batrider defending your own towers, or being that annoying tool to catch a repelled target or a BKB target, pick that one hero out of a fight. But the threat of Bat sitting behind a Lycan as he's pushing in, if you jump in, you're going to get jumped yourself.
Yeah.
Putting yourself in these dangerous situations when you are behind and you're struggling to win these team fights, it really is a dangerous position to be in as the Radiant. As the map now, very dark for them, no good observer wards out, so definitely a time where you start thinking about smoking up, maneuvering up towards potentially, top tier 2, mid tier 2. Some good objectives are out on the map. Bottom lane, of course. Again, we come to this point where tier 1, tier 2 still standing because they are close to meaningless in a lot of these games. It's money waiting to be collected, but right now the Radiant are very, very focused on controlling the map. And they get an observer board down at the very least. A bit of vision there to give them a bit of info.
Bottom range racks is being pushed in, but again, it's just the range racks. So yeah, if you're the Radiant side, they're like, what, the damage is already done right there. We're not going to fall for this trap of falling back and then messing up our chances of getting a little bit more farm. So they just give up the range racks instead. But man, Pulpa's going all the way to the fountain.
Dropping items on the floor as well.
All right, he's
no respect for Arteezy.
He's in troll mode right now. Middle lane, now this they have to defend. This they cannot just give up, as the tier 3 is already melting away. Ritsu just goes in the uphill, and that'll finish the job. Necronomicons, you see even Chaos Knight wants to take out the Warrior, and he'll do just that. Let's get something out of it right there. But Coddle actually has a Glimmer Cape queued up himself, so that's going to be a second Glimmer Cape to take advantage of here on the Dire side. And goes back to what you were mentioning earlier, Gareth, how important that is. And then BKB is pretty good as well, picked up by Lycan, that he has now for 10-second duration.
Yeah, now there's very little chance of him dying. You look at the Radiant team, it's pretty much all magic damage.
That is a huge kill if they can secure it. Moon Meander, the Walrus Punch, and they absolutely can. He does have a buyback now. The link is up on Aoi, by the way. He does not want to fight at this point.
That's his 10-second BKB wasted.
Yeah.
Kept him alive, but wasted nonetheless.
And RTZ Esports spot the Phantasm, turning on Arroyo, but his BKB's up as well, so has some free movement to work with. Going back in, beating down one of the illusions. Shapeshift has worn off, though, so his BKB and Shapeshift is down, but you're right. Phantasm also, so I guess if you're the Dire side, you still want to commit here.
Necro is up in 9 seconds. They should be able to push potentially a range Rax here once they shove this wave in. They've got double catapults coming, so it's all perfectly slotting into place here for Team USA. And what about the next Roshan? 44 seconds until the fastest spawn. Nice little objective for them if they can go and take that. But it is full control now for Team USA. The entire map belongs to them. And the wards are down, like I was talking about, up towards the top lane through that dire jungle. But unfortunately, Radiant can't utilize these wards. They can't get out of their base at this point because the Great Wall of Wards has been placed in front of their base all the way across the front line.
Yeah, the Dire side just really keeping them trapped in their base. And gotta say, Team USA is no doubt playing very, very well this game, goes without saying. You see Batrider, it's actually going to get some clarities delivered to him for the time being.
That's super obnoxious.
Has his bots as well in his backpack.
Mid lane range Rax dies to Wolves because it was too low.
Okay. Well, again, another case of, you know what, the range Rax, the melee Rax is the important one, but goes to show you yet some more strength of Lycan, and how that nerf to Lycan maybe isn't necessarily going to hurt him the most in the long run right now.
Right, 40 seconds till daytime. That's what they're waiting for. Kotl with the Ags. Let's go and push high ground. They're all setting up for it. Tier 2 top, half HP should be a very simple take for them. I don't think there should be any contest from the Radiant and once they shove there, but definitely top tier 3 and mid-rack should be defended by Team Canada. They need to keep them out of their base though, and very often in these situations you find the defending team against a hero like a Lycan, when they're knocking on the door of these base buildings, you go and fight them outside of the base so they don't reach the tier 3 or the racks. It just doesn't seem like an option here because you're against a Batrider or a Kotl. The vision game is just so strong from this Dire side.
Team USA, oh, trying to catch somebody. Got close to catching Arteezy actually, but he does TP out with the rest of them. Meanwhile, the top lane, Ryoya is keeping that split push pressure before he has to fall back with all those TP scrolls being used.
Moon Meander has more farm than Arteezy now. What's he at? He went Aeon Disc.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. I mean, so we talked about the potential of the Ags earlier, so he goes to Aeon Disc kind of instead of it, as Fabi gets run on. Now it's Moon Meander actually. He gets his repel off at least. There's the Aeon Disc proccing. BKB activated by Lycan, sitting on top of Arteezy now. Phantasm already committed. His BKB is currently up, going for Coddle. The GA is now used, so he takes out Coddle. The gem drops as well, which is currently still on the ground. Lycan, he's trying to go toe-to-toe, but now Jarcup nearby on top of this. They're going to lose Lycan. And this fight so far being won by the Radiant team, it feels like. MSS, he's now in a bad spot. The Rocket Barrage, buyback from Ancient Apparition actually. For the Radiant side, MSS will be able to blink out after the Yules, and that will be all the casualties.
Arteezy's BKB finally coming into action means that the Sticky Napalm not going to be too useful. Dropped MSS to like 20% HP with a couple of hits and crits. But Lycan, facing up against it, still stood his ground, didn't ditch away, even though there wasn't a great initiation attempt there by the Dire team. No good static link, no good blink lasso. It was a decent glimmer, though, from the Kotl, giving his life to save the Batrider, but unfortunately, Lycan's still falling. I do like these buyback indicators there. Stickied on the left-hand side.
Oh, look at that, yeah. Didn't even notice that until you just mentioned that.
I think it's like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that, they stay up there.
Nice fun thing there. Tier 4 tower, while that fight was happening, so yes, numbers-wise, that was good for Team Canada. They were losing some damage on some life even on the Tier 4 tower as well, so kind of a minor victory there for Team USA and what they have to look forward to. But Lycan's going to be up in a couple of seconds, still going to be a little bit off before finishing the full AC. But you also saw Omni Knight with that Aeon disc, and honestly, how that definitely helped keep him alive in that previous fight. There was also, it did receive a change as well. It used to be 80% where it procs. Now it's actually down to 70%,
yeah.
which, the idea is, of course, it doesn't proc, ASAP as soon as somebody just hits you a couple of times. Now it needs a little bit more of a threshold.
Yeah, forces a couple more spells out of your opponents and stuff like that.
So definitely a buff. Oh my god. That's a Divine Rapier.
On the gyro? Where did
Gyro
that
just
where?
purchased a Divine Rapier, okay.
Okie dokie.
What?
Desperate situations
I mean,
call for desperate measures.
They're down 17,000 net worth, so I guess that makes sense, but I did not see that coming.
They haven't crossed the river in a good, 7-8 minutes.
Moonmander's going to get caught. However, the turn kill on a Batrider. Batrider's in trouble. Gets the heals off at the last second. Ritsu in the midst of this as well. 2000 though with that Divine Rapier, but his damage, it's all being sapped by the Razor. They take out Earth Spirit. They lose MSS on the Batrider, but now here's Lycan. He's going right for Owie. He knows he has a Divine Rapier. Picks up Ancient Apparition instead. Arteezy with the Phantasm Army. He's going to fall in the back lines. Almost playing bait to make sure to keep Gyrocopter alive, it felt like. And make sure to save the Divine Rapier. But Arteezy's dead for 65 seconds now with no buyback. What was that about? I mean, that was a great response initially from the Radiant side, too.
This is honestly like, when two Rams, they're trying to assert dominance in the herd, they start butting their heads together. These two teams, it feels like they're just running each other non-stop, trying to find that one little weakness, that one opportunity to win a team fight. The Dire team currently coming out pretty nicely on top, but the Radiant just never giving up. Like, every single battle, they're standing their ground, they're trading decently. The trouble is they're against this team that converts kills into objectives.
Yeah.
And Roshan is going to be that big one with Aegis Cheese now looking to go to Lycan and Razor. It's a big step towards that Ancient of the Radiant.
I also think a big key of the last fight was, again, the link from Razor going right onto the Gyrocopter. Yeah, these creeps, I don't know what they're doing.
Radiant creeps are just going on.
They're just like, nah, we feel like going over here. Okay, Roshan, he still has half life almost. Earth Spirit goes in way too early. The block, at least how he gets over the ledge. The snowball still will connect. He's looking to turn around, but now the lasso coming out from Batrider. If anything, keeping him in place. The repel is up, but they're keeping Owie out of the fight. Meanwhile, over here, you see the chase happens. They kill Omni Knight, and back over to Gyrocopter. He's still stuck in a rock and hard place. The Shard's keeping him in place. The BKB is going to be wearing off to lose AA, and Gyrocopter's just in panic mode. He gets a buyback from Mumiander, though. The heal's coming out. Another repel's put up, but the Dire team doing a great job of retreating, getting away from the fight, realizing it's a lost cause, and Arteezy, he can't even kill this Tusk that was low on life.
Bulba's going to all chat after this for sure. Guarantee it. Arteezy missed a couple of hits on Bulba and maybe could have killed him there, but they kited so nicely. The Glimmer comes out, the Force Staff.
This is a dieback if he dies.
On Moonmeander, yeah.
That's going to kill Lycan, meanwhile. At the bottom lane, there's the Aeon Disc. Walrus Punch to keep nearby. Mana Leak, that's going to put the stun. In comes the Snowball, and that should be a dieback. Oh, the Plasma Field out of range.
Wandon soaring into heal, repel,
oh
always gets himself alive.
Well played. Okay, so at least he saves from having a dieback there. And yeah, Lycan, he ends up dying to the Gyrocopter. But again, another fight where this Divine Rapier, that's the thing with Divine Rapier. As great of an item as it potentially can be, it forces you to play so defensive at the same time. Because you're like, they're hitting me. If I die, I lose this item and the game's over 100%.
Yeah.
So then you kind of just run away instead. And I'm not saying that was a fault of his by any means, but you kind of see that in the fight.
You need Arteezy to go in and feed a little bit more for AUI to really, open it up, get things on the road. But Roshan still being at half HP, this is still a point of contest here for the Radiant team as long as they can push these waves out. The line is drawn there. Bulba wants to go and contest the contest, pushing forward, but it's into Radiant Observer wards, unfortunately, which spots him placing an Observer of his own. I'm losing my words here, Breaking. Brain is lagging.
That's a crazy match, man. It's been a crazy one.
Casual jam on the floor.
Is that still there?
Go on, Bulba.
Where is that? It's over there. Okay.
He's just walked past it 3 times. What's he up to?
Hey, where is? I'm actually trying to find it. Where the hell are you looking? Oh, you're looking over there.
He's got it now.
Did he get it? Okay.
He's just picked it up. There we go. Double damage rune spawns bot for the Lycan. Oh, that's big. AC, BKB, Necro 3, everything rhymes there with the DD.
Meanwhile, they're smoked up middle lane. The Phantasm Army for this. They pull in Bulba. You know it's just Arteezy. They want to focus fire him at this point. But in the backlines, again, the link is up on a Gyrocopter. The G is coming out, but Gyrocopter's losing all of that damage, so Divine Rapier is essentially useless. At this point, he's running away. I mean, it's still doing plenty of damage, to be fair, but Ioya has to respect that. And the mana leak also means Gyrocopter cannot run back in. RTZ, Phantasm Army's gone, but he gets a kill on a Tusk finally, but it's going to come at a cost. As Zelakin turns to him, the Shapeshift should be wearing off any time now, but they kill Gyrocopter, and the Divine Rapier on the ground picked up by Moomiander. He's running the other way, though. I don't think he's living through this one. GG is called. It's official.
Ortiz out of there. He doesn't want to hear anything from Bulba. He's like, no, the old chat's coming. I'm ditching. I'm out.